Video 29. meditationguide.org.
Creating abundance with higher vibrations. The ego thinks abundance has to do with money and a big bank account. The more you have, the happier you'll be. It sounds logical, but in reality, financially rich people are not necessarily joyful, because they still have negative emotions and experience stress like everyone else. Now, there is nothing wrong with having a lot of money, but we need to expand the definition of abundance to include other things such as having good relationships, being in harmony, experiencing inner peace, feeling appreciative of life, being generous and helpful to others, and having unconditional love towards all. This does not sound like abundance to the ego since it tends to look outside of itself in order to feel good. It sets up conditions such as, if I have the things I desire, and people do what I want them to do, then I would feel happy. If I don't get what I expect, I feel unfulfilled. Hence, most people are addicted to conditional happiness. Having lots of money means you can buy tons of things to satisfy your wishes, and experience temporary highs so you can escape the drudgery of life. You can even use your money to control others, and tell them what to do because they depend on you. Conditional happiness is great when you get your way, but things don't always go according to plan, which makes you feel immensely dissatisfied. Therefore, the ego can never truly feel happy when it relies on outside factors. However, you can introduce your ego to true happiness, which means you can feel joyful or at ease no matter what happens. This concept will sound crazy at first, because the ego only knows conditional happiness. How can you just be happy all the time for no reason? It doesn't seem possible, but this is not true because when you were a little child, you had many moments of unconditional happiness by simply being you. This is because you weren't so judgmental, and did not have many expectations. You were ecstatic just to run around, but as you grew up, many expectations were placed upon you by your parents, friends and society. You must fit in and achieve these goals. If you do, you're considered good and successful. If you don't, then you're a failure in life. Hence, it's very difficult to experience happiness all the time since you cannot always achieve everything you set out to do. Winning is not a problem, but it's the losing, not getting what you want, that really bothers you. Thus, there needs to be a change in perspective. 1. You don't lack anything. This is going to sound weird to your ego, because it feels it lacks something since it keeps comparing itself to others. Therefore, it appears as if you don't have enough, you're not good looking enough, you're not rich enough, etc. Even if you achieve everything you ever wanted, after a while you'll have this feeling that there is something missing in your life. This happens because the mind is not at peace with itself. It keeps judging itself and others, therefore, life seems inadequate, no matter how much you have acquired. Thus, you're always on the search for something. Funnily enough, what you're looking for is actually inside you. It's the feelings of inner peace, unconditional love, and expansion. Through your own practice of meditation, you're showing your ego that this is possible. Your ego may fight you at first, because it does not want to look within, but with consistent practice, you're showing your ego how to relax, therefore, it becomes less judgmental, not getting caught up in the drama, and starts to make peace with all the negative emotions, and heals the emotional wounds. Here, you begin to feel content because you allow your mind to truly relax. There is a sense of tremendous freedom since you're not caught up in thoughts and judgments. You can just appreciate your life and love everything unconditionally as it is. When you allow this, there is no sense of lack, but you're oozing with joy because you're residing in a higher vibration. Does it mean you stop working and earning income? No, you still live, work and play, but you do it from a different mindset where you feel happy for no reason, and nothing can stop you from being blissful since it's the quality of your consciousness. Question: if I'm already content with everything, would I still be motivated to do anything? Answer: yes, you're still creating based on unconditional love, kindness, compassion, clarity, insight, inspiration and wisdom. In fact, you do things better because you have a flexible awareness. With egoic mind, rigid consciousness, you tend to feel frustrated when you don't get the outcome you want. However, when your mind is malleable, you don't feel discouraged, but can come up with many solutions without resorting to doing harm. This happens when you have inner peace, therefore, your energy expands. Your higher awareness is not attached to goals and has no expectation. This allows it to achieve things in different ways. It simply flows with the activity. It does not second guess itself, whereas the ego is always a bit of a control freak, and wants things to be done in a specific way because it's addicted to conditional happiness. However, your higher awareness is already unconditionally happy. Do you see the difference?
End of video 29. meditationguide.org